So, welcome, Linda Giuseppe from the Flying Theatre, no less. This is a first, I have to say. A huge welcome to the Lovefly podcast, and I can't wait to hear about all the stuff that you do. So, hello, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, tell us a bit about yourselves and what your mission is, how you work while I drink my coffee. These are important things.
My name is Giuseppe Bonifati. I'm an artistic director of the Flying Theatre.
And I'm Linda Sugatagi, the creative producer.
We are both internationals, like foreigners in Denmark, and in Italy.
And Hungary.
And for many years, we've been working in the north of Denmark. And then we decided to move south to Billund. She's also the city of Lego, more known as the city of Lego, no, the famous bricks.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for us, it has been the place from where and to where we have flied so many times. And maybe we counted like more than 1,000 times with our team, our crew, artists of actors. And then we said, after 10 years, why we don't move south to Billund and make a theater in the airport of Billund? And so we did. In 2021, we.
So you've got so hang on. So you've got an actual theatre in the airport.
Yes, and it is maybe the first and only.
Yeah, I think I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Of course, to celebrate in the best way this project, we married even in the airport of Billund, bound even more to the airport and to the city of Billund. It was in 2021. It was exactly, we started this project actually during the Corona.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. So why did you start? I mean, it's an interesting thing, but
it's not actually, we were planning this project since the time and Corona came. So the timing was like kind of accidental, but we experienced because of this how good is the effect on the mental well-being in a place like in an airport, very stressful overall in Corona time.
Yes.
And so it gave us a lot of motivation to go on. This is like one important part of the project.
Yeah. So when you're, so I'm dying to know how it actually works, but so when you do your thing, is it aimed at nervous flyers or any flyers?
It is like the history of the project is in 2021 we started as a pilot project. Very, very funny also to say it, no? Together with the Billund Airport, and it was also with the Culture Ministry of Denmark that supported the beginning. We started experimenting this way of interacting with the passengers at the terminal, at the gates, at the baggage claim. Overall, it was opera and theater. So fantastic interaction that we as artists had with the passengers. Then we went also a level more up with opera and theater in the air. We had like an agreement, a special agreement in collaboration with that Danish air transportation, in Denmark, and we surprised totally the passengers aboard.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yes.
You don't expect opera to turn up.
Yeah, and imagine me, because I am a pilot in the company. Linda, stewardess, and also we have like
we all look like a crew, crew.
Yeah.
Our costumes are so perfect. Even KLM maybe sometimes they would,
because they are crew.
We have like similar colors. Yeah. And so I remember that on board of one flight we even interacted and played with the real pilot through the interphone. We will make like bingo serenades. The real pilot, which was choosing the
seat.
Yeah, the seat that I should go to.
Amazing.
Sing and surprise. It was something very, very unique. But so it's like we build up in the 3 years, first the 2 years of experimenting with the pilot project. And then this year we started also our interaction from concrete venue, which is like a small studio theater right beside the check-in area, where we let in also the passengers, and we have created a special installation which is called Killing Time on the Moon, where the passengers can come and totally say they enter in a no time zone that can allow them also to put away all the stress of travel, all the stress of daily life, and actually it's working. These are the feedbacks from the passenger. It's working for that 5 minutes of killing time on the moon. It's there somewhere else.
Oh, I've got to see this. You must share some pictures or some videos when we put this out, because that just sounds brilliant. So I just can't imagine it, like how it actually works, because I turn up at check-in, and then you two is dressed as whatever.
Yeah.
And then they come in, and so what do you perform? What happens, or how do you entertain them? Is there like a continuous show, or how does it work?
There is like specialties almost. For example, the opera, we have two, Sandra Lind from Iceland and Fleming. The surnames is difficult. It's one. Sandra and Fleming, they are from Iceland. And for example, opera, and Fleming is an accordionist. Opera is working very well at the gates because it somehow is like really is like a surprising moment before flying, and really very sharp, exact the time of one area or two areas. And people is like, well, they turn even through from Lufthansa, from KLM, they turn, and it's like it's a great, unique moment. It's giving to passengers unforgettable experience before the flight. And this is the opera at the gates. Then there is my specialty is at the baggage claim, the singing pilot, how I'm called below the airport. At the baggage claim is totally like a total surprise. So the aim is to reduce the stress of waiting for the suitcase. Then another good area for us, for me, and the pianist Nils Sommer Larsen, a Danish pianist, is at the arrivals, right, with the piano, like just the arrivals out of the airside, and land side, so everybody, can enjoy. And then there is at the terminals. Even now we created a part of the installation in our theater space. We created a new there's Killing Time on the Moon installation, and Killing Time on the Moon theater version with two astronauts,
obviously
interacting with the passenger and bringing them inside the theater space for a 5 minutes theater performance. Also, it's very, very unique. And then actually there is opera in the air is another specialty, and we produced 2 years ago a show for hangars. So there is an aeroplane parked in the hangar, seats for the audience, and this show is based from the Seagull of Chekhov, famous play, adapted and rewrote by me and Linda, and we presented in Finland, in Denmark, and we went even this year for Timisoara, capital of culture. It was nice.
And we have also art workshops for kids while they are waiting with an art educator colleague of us. And we are actually launching a theater academy in the airport from the next year for young adults and older adults.
I love this. This is just fantastic. I mean, so what's the there's two questions for me. I still don't quite understand why you started at the, I mean, you could have done it anywhere. And I'm trying to work out where did the inspiration came from. So let's go with that one. So what made you go, I've got a great idea. Let's do theatre in the airport.
The experiment, the inspiration, I can tell you one side and then another. There is like a sort of artistic background concerning this project too. The flying theater is coming so from other projects when in Denmark primarily, and then we in Europe, we travel, we work for the world, but we experimented working and crossing the boundaries between life and fiction and using art this way. So we have interacted in the past as politicians. So we did an enormous work and performance for us, 535 days as mayor candidate and first lady for the art party. Then we have interacted with our art ambulance, driving on a pink ambulance with a mini theater inside.
Yes.
And reaching the citizens to promote art as alternative medicine.
Okay.
Then we have interacted as art guardians of a museum. And then, so it's like it's coming after an artistic research about the alterity. So to be and the otherness, to be somebody else in the in the society.
That just sounds such fun.
It's fun. It's an organized fun. So there is like there is a big aim behind and the research and work, that we do previously or during the.
Yeah, so that sort of takes me to my next question, which is, where are you trying to get with this? What's your vision or mission?
Well, this connects back to the other side of the motivation that simply came from a personal experience. We were flying so many times as a touring company from Billund Airport overall, but also all the other airports. And we experienced that you cannot do much in an airport. There are very superficial consumer activities, shopping, eating, browsing on the internet, but yet we think that there is a need for more.
Yeah.
That when you go to the airports and you see the terminal, the pianos, you feel that there is some kind of need for sharing, even in these places. And we wanted to use this, and that's where we want to develop, to transform the airport in a cultural space where locals can come, because it is very close to Billund and to other cities. Yes. It's like half an hour from a lot of bigger cities in the area, but also the passengers can get something more that is like contrasting to this consumer culture, in the airport. They can spend the time more interestingly than just shopping. And also for this, on the long term, we want to bring a green aspect into the project. Start to work on debunking the myths, and also maybe the presumptions about traveling, because people has to travel. You cannot stop people to travel. You produce carbon footprint with it, but we are obviously going from A to B because we have something to do there.
Yes.
But you can do something to reduce the footprint, to offset. And everybody should do, if everyone does a little things, it helps a lot.
Yes.
And so this is one of our big focus in the next years, to make interactive performances, workshops, installations around this topic. And also workshops with the airport employees. Like, for example, in Billund, there is more than 1,600 people working.
Yes. Yes.
So you can start a dialogue about sustainability and also raise mental well-being in the workplace, create a kind of community with all this lot of people who they don't know each other even. Yeah.
That's great.
It's a plan in itself.
I think that's fantastic. So when you approached the airport authorities, What were they like? Were they like yes, or did you get like a lot of barriers?
No, but I think it was in the period of Corona, so it was very difficult in the exact moment that I remember very well personally contacted. Actually, there was already something, a small thing. It was a video that we did in collaboration with the airport and the worker many years ago. But it was during Corona, so it took a bit of time. But it's like we went on tiptoe. We couldn't do immediately what we are doing now. We went on tiptoe before now and trying to conquer every centimeter of the passenger terminal slowly
Yes.
With our empathy with the passengers, with positive attitude. And of course, I must say that the director of the airport is one of the most important cultural pioneers right now in the southern Denmark, in the south of Denmark, because allowing us to do this, it means that you have a good will and predisposition towards arts and culture. How to say it's because of course it was also a process. It is reached now the moment that also the people working in the airport is like, even if we are sometimes like just flying, like maybe we did 2 days ago to come. Now we are in Rome, in Italy, and sometimes we are at the security. Today you are not singing, it's like there's like there is a sort of expectation of like every day singing or how to say, or interacting with them or the past. So we created also a personal relation with the people working in the airport and with the passengers. But the aim is not just, in fact, it has been to fly. We call it fly low, fly high. So from the airport also to connect the city or the cities or the region. So flying on the wings of fantasy, we interact with the children, adults, old people, and connecting the airport to, as it was in the past, for example, with a happy festival. We connected the 7 cities of the region through this project. Fly low, fly high. The seven cities.
Skies.
The sky, the 7 cities and their skies. Yeah.
Nice. I think it's so progressive. And I don't know why it's not been done before, because you can see that airports are, I mean, they've changed, haven't they? In the last, I used to work at the airport, what was it, 25 years ago, maybe longer. And it was 2 shops and nothing. And now they're shopping villages and there's all sorts of stuff there, and it's just getting better and better. And I love the thought of being able to go to the airport, being entertained, because that sort of thing might happen at Christmas. But obviously, the director of the airport is very progressive and open-minded.
Very progressive. Yes.
I love that. That's brilliant.
Also, for us, it is very important to promote the use of the fantasy as the only engine. It's like we say our motto is we fly with the fantasy, which is CO2 free.
Yes. I love it. I mean, I remember Richard Branson always used to have entertainers on his inaugural flights, and so people would, magicians, singers, and comedians walking up and down the aircraft, and that was, in its day, was mind-blowing. But nobody that I'm aware of has done what you're doing, and I think that's
I think no. In fact, it was also. I mean, imagine you. I mean, we have been always in arts, in theater, performance. So since I was almost since I was a child, like dance and theater. But exactly in the moment of Corona, where the situation was very bad, we left something sure, working in a theater and living in a city that was many years. because we had this dream and this fire, and we wanted to make it and realize, despite everything, we said, goodbye, we want to make our theater at Billund Airport, and we made it because you have behind a motivation that
Yes.
so strong.
Yes.
I mean, you don't see nothing, not even the clouds. You just go, then you reach where you want to get. But now also we are in a moment that really it is important that the local institution and the state contribute in a more important way, stable way, because if we want to develop this on a really daily basis, because of course at the moment we are not performing every day but every week, yes, but we want to do it daily. So we want to give small work to the artists connected to us, and we want to give more artistic, unforgettable experience to the passengers.
Yes.
And this require support, economical support from the municipalities, from the state. Yes, more.
That's brilliant. So, what next? Where are you going to next then? So, when you get your support, and I've no doubt you'll get it, because you seem very determined. Where is it? World domination? What are we talking about?
Sorry?
You're talking about world domination?
No, but for us it's very interesting. Now we have exported for the first time, in fact, the project in the Nordic countries. It was very good collaboration with Swedavia Airport, with the Gothenburg Airport. It was great. I remember it was in November.
Yes.
On a weekend, we surprised the passengers at the baggage claim, and even there, in just 2 days, we have created a very close relation with the people working in the airport and with the partner. I remember they were starting to ask for making selfies or photos of
special songs.
Yes, special ceremonies. But immediately, but I'm not talking about the passengers, I'm talking the people working in the airport, because it's an important part also of the, no? So it's immediately to connect with them and also with the passengers and together. It was a good memory. And then we have been also in Finland. Yes, to present the seagull show in Angars. It was also in Idinka Airport, and it was very nice. For example, we have been interacting with the visitors of the aviation museum in Helsinki, connected to Helsinki Airport. So also that was an experience. And then we have, we have also connecting the city to the airport. We have a show. It's called Fly Me To, with the name Fly Me to Los Angeles. We have been also to Los Angeles last year. We connect the city to the airport through this show, which we present the audience, normal audience, citizens. And this we did recently, for example, in Reykjavik, in Iceland. We've been in Los Angeles, Budapest, Reykjavik, Tel Aviv.
Wow, amazing.
Copenhagen and Denmark, of course.
Yeah.
And this is a show that can connect us to Fly Me to London. Why not? Our portfolio is very, I would say, is very rich, and there are different kind of proposals, concerts, theater. And the next, I mean, locally for us now, yes, we are working. Another project, but concerning the Flying Theater is the Flying Theater Academy. So your dream has always been to be a pilot and an actor. You can do. you can be both with us at the Flying Theater at Billund Airport.
Yes.
So we have already some subscriptions, and we want to, I think, form 1-2 classes, even 3. Let's see, starting from February.
Yes.
So it will be to give to kids, adults, and even workers a knowledge of using the performance tools in an environment the airport can be. It's fantastic. I mean, the academy is the way how you can learn on the field immediately how to perform in a public space. I mean, somehow we are expert in this field of performance. So to perform not in canonic, no,
Yes.
theater spaces. And so from our small studio theater beside the Ciclini area, we can teach, and then immediately we can go out and experiment what we have learned,
terrifying.
what we have created.
Oh, wow.
It's great. Because you have immediately an audience ready.
Yes.
For you, or not ready, and that is the challenge too. How I can reach and be in a direct contact with a passenger, maybe some other thinking connected to the flight, something else in mind. How I can connect through the fantasy and give like a moment that he will never forget. For example, I remember during St. Valentine's Day, we used to do also Romeo and Juliet at the gate. There was people writing to the airport. It was amazing. Romeo and Juliet. It was from Manchester. It's somebody, a passenger.
Yeah.
Passenger from Ryanair who brought to the airport. It was incredible. Yeah, because it's fantastic. No.
Yes.
Romeo and Juliet. St. Valentine's Day. Love is in the air.
Oh, I'd love to see. So you must share all your details so that people can have a look at you, because I can imagine this is the sort of thing that, if it hasn't already, it's going to go viral, isn't it? That people are going to start sharing their little videos of you two.
Yeah, they
doing
share a
thing.
lot. Yes. Yeah, they share. Yeah.
But it'd be great to get some of that when we put this out. Put some links in and some videos that people can have a look at and see what you do. And I think it's great. It's really interesting, because I think the airport is stressful whether you're a nervous flyer or not, isn't it? It's an alien environment for a lot of people. They don't know what to expect. They don't know how it works, and you're bringing a bit of lightness and fun.
Yeah, it's lightness. It's important. It's lightness. Yes.
Yeah.
And if before when we started, we were not aiming. We were aiming more to the artistic point of this experience. Now we can see, like Linda was saying about the well-being, so how influence the well-being, because it's like more years on a large scale. So now we see the results also on the well-being, yes, of the passenger and the people working there. And so now we want to also enhance more this aspect, how we can also develop this to the installation, but also other things. And it would be nice to see a crew. But now we are a crew of like adults, no, professionals, artists, a crew of like youngers, of kids, or like young actors, or like even for example people working in Lego. I don't know, that they want to have like a sort of after work a break. They can come on board and fly with the fantasy, and also like mentoring them concerning how to better reach an audience.
I think that'd be very important. I like the well-being approach. I think that's because people are busy, aren't they, and stressed out, and being able to go do something like you're talking about would just be amazing. So have you been to London yet? Have you come over? Have you done the flight to ... London?
No, not yet. We in London we were doing something else in the past, but not yet the flying theater. Yes, I must come back. Also because London is fantastic city. We love.
Yeah.
Also very important in cultural level, like nice things are happening there. If you are an artist, you look for like you cannot just make art all the time. You need to experience art, and London is fantastic.
The Tate Museum, no?
Yes.
Wow. Free art.
That's
I remember this.
Free art, indeed. Yeah. Well, that's all changed. It used to have to pay, but at some point they decided let's make all the museums free, which is great, so you can just go into them now. But
Sorry, speaking about this is also just because now it's an important aspect, maybe we miss it, that we also want to make our art on an accessible way. So that's why also we do art in public space. It's accessible, it's free, or mostly free, depending, of course, how much support we get, because you have to have support to give free art for people.
Yes.
But it is important, yes, that it should reach everyone.
I remember it's incredible that day. I was like playing together. It was with the pianist at the arrivals, and many times, passengers are waiting for somebody else arriving, and then it was like, can you make a serenade for my wife as she's arrived? I remember somebody put in my hand like dollars, something or that. I said, no, I absolutely. It's like, it's like sometimes we do this like Linda was saying, like to make art accessible, to everybody. So really, in that moment, I remember when he was so enthusiastic about the serenade, and they reconnected this beautiful moment.
Yes,
it's not.
You're not a busker. You're not busking. You're not walking around with your little hat.
No. In fact, it's not that. It's not that. Yes. It should be the institution who should recognize the value and support. The passengers should be free, unforgettable.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming along today. I think that was it's going to be a great little story to share. It'll be in the new year when we release this one, but it's just, what an inspiring story and I really hope, I really wish you well, because I think I know for me, when I go through an airport, if something unusual happens, it's really interesting. Sometimes we get it at train stations when there's a significant event. You'll suddenly get like a big mob arrive and start singing or dancing, and it just lifts the day. So to get that at the airport,
lifts the day.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Thank you for doing what you do. It's it's not to me to thank you, but I just think I know a lot of people are scared of going through the airport. It's a very strong trigger for them, and that's nervous flyers are, but also just a lot of people. It's just it just can be a very functional experience, and so being able to bring some light and some art, I think that's brilliant.
That's important.
Thank you. And it's lovely to meet you both. Good luck with it. If we can help in any way, please let us know. But I just think it's going to be brilliant. You just send some stuff over to us. We can share it on our social media as well, so people can see you.
Some videos of our performance.
Singing pilot, that's what I want to see.
The singing pilot, yes. Fly me to Billund. This slogan. Not to the moon, fly to Billund.
I got it. I got the joke. We've got one of our guys called Peter Higgins. When he phones up people, and that's the first line he says when he's speaking to a nervous flyer, he starts singing down the phone to them. So maybe he could come and work with you.
You see, in fact, it's perfect.
It's nice, very nice that you said it.
Yes.
But that's how it works, exactly.
Yes.
Well, it disarms people, doesn't it? And it makes them just open up, and it changes their mind and their state, and they have a different experience. And I think that's the joy that you're bringing. So. Awesome work. Thank you.
Thank you to you.
Thank you so much for giving your time. It was really interesting, and I really wish you all the very best, and I'm looking forward to hearing about your world domination.
If you want to get on board the Flying Theatre, just tell us, and then we prepare a uniform also for it.
You don't want me singing, though. That might ruin your reputation straight away.
Don't worry, we can work also with all possible cases.
Do you have mime? I could do mime. I'm going to stop. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.